Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. As I mentioned before, I was going to cover how Globie and Brave Group are botting their talents. Remember how Brave Group got a lot of people demonetized? This was something that Brave Group was doing that none of the talents had any idea this was going on. None of the talents had any idea that they were actually being botted, that these things were happening, that, fake subscribers and things like that were probably popping in. Nobody had a clue. And it looks like, from what I'm seeing here and the information I've grabbed, the information I've seen, they were botting. Here we go. So I suspected the subscriber botting was the reason for Brave talents getting not only demonetized, but also YouTube giving mass refunds. Incredibly unprofessional behavior from the corpo. Unfortunately, putting your talents and their livelihood at risk isn't worth it. Couldn't she get in big trouble for saying something like this, even if true? I'm assuming she's saying it publicly. She's already talked to a lawyer about what could run afoul of her contract NDA. I feel that, like in a lot of countries, once you're fired, the NDA goes out the door. So while they didn't do this, didn't do the due diligence of understanding how botting actually tanks a channel rather than helping them. Just more shocked that it was blatant enough for YouTube to do something about it. And people on Twitch have been view botting for years and nothing happens. Exactly. It must have been so bad that YouTube decided, you know what, we got to do something about this. That's why they got hit for the fraud thing. Graph Grass mysteriously attacked by a horde of bots. Here is YuGiOh, who is Hal, who is a part of Neoport, who is under Brave Group as well, if I'm not mistaken. And here is a graph showing them getting botted, the views and stuff like that, even going above like Biboo and Nijisanji and all that kind of stuff, and not being from such a large agency. This is something that happened here. I have other parts here where we have the debut stream of another VTuber here, of Vispo in this case, Reima Aotsuki, who you're showing the 25k up and down, up and down, up and down. Also, same exact way for both, going above 20k or whatever, 24k, same exact graph. This is all four actually, except for her. All these three on the same debuts. Arya, Reima, and Jira all have the same type of views. The same up and down wavy motion. This is very, very sus. And this is what I've been told, shows that they've been view botted at the very least in their debut stream. And here we go with their live debut, getting 2,600. This one is the sudden drop near the end. Could just be people being like, oh, we're going. This one is less of a big show, but for the debut streams to get that much from a person who did not have that many subscribers to start off with was kind of sussy, kind of like, this is weird. From the start out, in the very beginning with over 500 viewers is, for a small person, is kind of hard to do. It is sus. It's very sus. And a lot of people are just like, this is weird. Down here, this first time such accusations confirmed by the talents. Now just to bring up some other Brave Group stuff for memory, some of their talents in other branches are currently demonetized for fraud on YouTube. Not saying it's related, but I don't think YouTube bots messing with the algo. She has urged everybody to not harass Globie talents or management. Of course, do not harass anybody involved in this. You can speak your mind. I'm not saying don't speak your mind. Go ahead and speak your mind. Pretty sure LIlou and Squirmimi would not mind you going and just speaking your mind and saying your piece, saying what you want to happen, and saying basically that they messed up in this case, like others have been saying, others have been doing. You don't have to be like, oh, be all super nice to them either. She didn't sign an NDA, so she's free to vent all she wants. If they want to come after her, they have to prove her slandering them. And then what Globie did is S, but she needs to be careful, of course, because some companies, even if they're not in the right, some companies will sue just because they're sue happy. Isn't kind of common knowledge for unspoken acknowledgement. Vispo has thousands of viewers. Sometimes the chat speed is like 1 comment per minute. So yeah, it is, they screwed up and they messed with their talents. They messed with their talents' livelihoods just to get big numbers, just to show investors, is what I'm guessing, that they are doing very well. And this is not good. I don't like it. That's why I'm calling them out on it, because they deserve to be called out. Sealy and Hobo Barbie, Sealy, which is LIlou, and Hobo Barbie, which is Squirmimi, gave their reasons recently, because of course, they get the whole situation that's happened. They ended up giving their reasons. They both came forward and they did their separate videos, which is of course all deleted by now. Their VODs. They live stream They said, based on her lore backstory, management was afraid of potential links to the mob and asked her to sign a declaration, but she had no links to any criminal or antisocial forces. I have shown that in another section of the videos. I have shown that before at the beginning, but just in case you guys didn't know about it, this is the one here. Basically, she's saying she didn't have ties to antisocial forces. She won't share this with anybody. She consents to them terminating her contract if they see that she's done that kind of stuff, that type of thing. At the beginning, Globie disallowed fan gifts because they said Globie would have to pay tax on them. So they didn't want to pay tax on fan gifts. Our contract included a 1-year non-compete, which she believes to be unenforceable in France. It's unenforceable in any country and any state in any country that protects their people. For example, I live in California, and non-competes are unenforceable unless you get compensation. Like, let's say you get a year's worth of income from Globie, then yeah, you don't compete with them for that year. On the other hand, Barbie said she was called to a meeting during the night outside of working hours without explaining the reason. She got harassed several times to attend despite asking for 24 hours notice, and during working hours, she was not given a reason for her termination. She received an email saying she broke 2 clauses of her contract. She also believes her contract is unenforceable in the country she's in. She was saying she was supporting the talent means supporting Brave Group and hope for them leaving the agency. And of course, she currently doesn't have the means to seek for legal advice, let alone rent. She confirmed that Brave Group, Globie, and in turn Idol use bots to boost their views. I'm going to talk about that in a separate section because I'm trying to keep these all separate. In relation, an editor working for Globie has declared to drop their support for the agency and refunded all their comms. And then of course you have the other people talking about it, showing solidarity with their terminated pals, and this is good. This solidarity is good. After explaining everything that went on, it is good to know that they are getting support. At this point, Globie should cease operations as an agency and let their talents keep their IPs. Brave Group won't allow that. Brave Group would not allow that because Globie is their European market, as I said down here. Now they're at Niji levels of Black Company. Maybe even worse at this point because of the way, I don't know. It's just as bad. Because remember what they did to Selene? It's just as bad. Here we go. Harlequin, I'm done. I will no longer be accepting any work from Globie. I've refunded all their open comms. Money will be damned. I'd rather be broke than supporting this. If LIlou, Squirmimi, or hell, any VTubers that have been abused, misused, or mistreated by corporals would like some free editing, hit me up. You have Bonnie, I love my Buccaneers, basically giving lots of love. And then you have Kitty. Sorry guys, I'm not feeling so good today. We'll be moving this collab to another day. They were gonna have Coyote, Kimono Friends Project. They were gonna have something there. Van Creed says taking a walk, taking it easy. Alicia from Globie says, well, no more work for me today. I'm going home because I'm effing trembling. I was lucky enough that someone can cover for me. Not in the mental state for Glorias. Sorry. Says I'm going to postpone my birthday stream. I'm sorry, Ambrose. Then you have Sarugaku Leon, who says no stream today, guys. I hope you all as well. Please take care. Monkey bless. Much love to y'all. I'll also be postponing my cover. I'm very sorry. And of course, the meme here is Globie terminates 2 talents without notice, full-on exposure, Brave Group mismanagement, and scummy practices. So I'm going to be covering that, of course, in another section, because if not, this would be a 30-minute whole situation. So, of course, look forward to that. Sealy, who was LIlou from Globie before the recent thing happened that I've covered in other parts of the videos I've done, recently had someone wonderful find her again. Who is this wonderful person who says right there, aha, found you? It's Sayu. Sayu Synchronicity, who is a very, very sweet woman, a very sweet VTuber, who of course knows how it feels to be unjustly terminated and to just receive the message when you're terminated. She knows exactly how this feels because she used to be a part of Nijisanji. She's moved past that, but she was a friend, she is a friend and a follower of LIlou and did find her, worked hard to find her, and did find her here.
I can't believe you found me.
And of course, there's Sayu. Everyone's saying it's Sayu.
I'm so sorry I brought trouble.
So sorry I brought trouble. She's blaming herself, man. This isn't right. She didn't bring any trouble. No, she didn't. Not at all.
That was my MMO name when I was 10 years old. thank you for being my friend. Thank you so much for wanting to be friends with someone like me, Sayu.
Found you. Slapped a community note on that darn post while I'm at it. Glad more people find you, girls. You didn't deserve this. Much love to you.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, she blamed herself. She's saying sorry for causing all this trouble. Sorry for being so much trouble. Sorry for being trouble. Thank you for finding me, to Sayu. And Sayu and others did pop a community note on the company saying the former talents have refuted everything and the former talents have said their piece. And it says it's Sayu, of course. And of course, I just wanted to give you at least some positivity in this dark time of a black company like Globie doing some horrible things. A certain PL of a certain Nijisanji person has decided to post a video, a music video. It's a PL of, I believe it's Ike. And the reason why I'm having it in this small window here is because if I go to the actual channel, you know the name of the PL. I don't want to, you know, straight up say who the PL is. You can find them if you want to, as always, but I will not straight out say the name of the PL. Here we go.
増やしてふわり風が舞う枯葉のら寒空も抱きしめたぬくもりも
And of course, the issue is they're still very active in their Nijisanji life, their Nijisanji self. And of course, it is weird for them to be putting it here. It could be, very easily, it could not mean graduation. People are thinking maybe graduation soon, blah, blah, blah. It could very well be because they couldn't get perms for the song and they're doing it in their PL because they don't have to care about perms in their PL. Could be something as simple as that. We don't know. The one who got the least hits from the black stream, that's what people are saying. If this turns out to be decided towards graduation, obviously someone from that stream, it'd get mixed reactions, but also be really shocking for this to happen following his appearance in what's probably the biggest event for EN of the year. And probably before Aster 2, can't decide what would imply if there's any queue or not. We already know there is a queue. We already know this. And it is the person who was the third person who was in the black stream who did not get hit so hard. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a sign towards graduation. Even Lemonleaf did something small to signal a return before returning to her current name. People are always going to get on the bandwagon of it being a graduation. This is a cover, and it is not a like full-on stream where they're just going back to their old streaming stuff. So the graduation thing is kind of like more meh. I'm gonna go more towards maybe it is, you know, perms. Curd your loins, your microwave, your popcorn. Isn't this the first time the channel has put a video of something out while being active in the other one? They don't seem to allow streaming on a PL or alt accounts because they decided it doesn't allow that. Now, some Nijisanji talents may just not care because they're like, nothing's gonna happen. What are they gonna do? Fire me? I already, you know, if I let people know where I am, I'm gonna get people to go. So that's a thing as well. Like I said, it could be a perms workaround, but it's like right tiptoeing on the line of possible graduation as well. So yeah, that is a questionable thing. But of course, if you find them, support them wherever you want to, if you want to support them. If not, do not go. And I mean, I ask to please don't go and harass them. This is just not the way the community should work. You can do it whatever you want. I'm not your father. I'm not your keeper. I'm not anything like that. But that would just be a recommendation for me. Neobaka, a Brazilian VTuber agency, it's not one of the large ones, it's one of the smaller ones, has come out with an announcement today. The announcement being, reinforcing our commitment to clarity and transparency. We inform you that talent Emi Kotone has left Neobaka. The official announcement was made only now due to the need to conclude administrative issues with Emi, so my guess is that there was some kind of contract breach or something like that. We would like to express our gratitude for your time and collaboration and dedication throughout the period you spent with us. We wish you success in your professional career, and that this new phase brings growth and achievements. Now, here is their full announcement. It's basically Neobaka informs that as of the date February 24th, this was several days ago, as you can tell, they're no longer a part of the company. Termination of the partnership occurs due to non-renewal of the contract as agreed between both parties. So neither party wanted to continue the contract. Basically, it means that for whatever reason, Neobaka saw that it wasn't beneficial for them to continue, and so did Emi. We would like to emphasize the decision was made in a professional and friendly manner without any type of intrigue or disagreement. We appreciate your dedication and contribution during this partnership period. Wish you success in your future professional career. This is strange for them to wish success, but yes, Emmy, the person involved, is someone who has had a bit of controversy. And this is her Twitter, their Twitter. They have put it under protection because I'm guessing they're starting to get some hate maybe, because some things popped up recently about her accusing a voice actress of being transphobic just because they had said that they just not hating anybody else. But you know, the whole two genders thing popped up. They didn't say specifically that they didn't believe in trans people. They didn't say specifically anything like that. It's just they said that's what they were taught, so that's what they believe. Not anything negative that way, but of course, that can bring a lot of hatred and stuff like that. You know, a lot of languages and places are gendered for male and female. Doesn't mean that other, you know, trans people are not welcome or anything like that. It's just the way some places are traditionally. Traditions are changing, and it's right that they change as time passes. But she had a call out. She called them out, called them transphobic, etc., and things like that. Kind of speaking before you think type of situation. I've had those issues before, but I'm not a part of an agency, so I probably would have gotten dropped a long time ago if I was part of an agency, but I'm not. So that's one of those things that is known about Emi Kotone. I'm not going to rehash that type of stuff here, but I will mention it. The thing is, of course, you can make mistakes, you can do those types of things, but it got to the point where both sides saw that it was better to not continue. Her, because probably she felt that she was being restricted too much. Them, because, you know, if you have a firecracker like that, it can become problematic for PR. So it seems like it was done in a positive way, and that is where I'm going to leave it, because hopefully they both move on and they both go into positive ways. CarrierCon, which I have spoken about before recently, is a convention. Kind of, you know, V-Fleet is helping them out with all that kind of stuff. It is a convention on the USS Hornet, which is a decommissioned aircraft carrier. I think it's not only from like the maybe World War II or something, I believe, has been decommissioned. And of course, we have Heidi, who has recently done a live tour of it. And of course, a CarrierCon itself is having a lot of visitors there. You have Chikafuji Lisa. You're going to have, of course, Pippa. You're going to have a lot of people here. Welcome aboard, CarrierCon 2025. The one and only Chikafuji Lisa has a lot in store. Don't miss the ship on the 22nd. It's going to be on the 22nd when everything's going to be there. Of course, these are, you know, the logos for it. Of course, as mentioned before, Pecora's Walmart cousin, Pippa, is going to be there. And of course, you're going to also have Radioactive, which is going to be another member of it. She's a independent VTuber. She is a Scorpion VTuber. You have Videre, who's also going to be there. This is basically going to be showing everyone off. This is Videre going to be their virtual Dere at the con as well. You have, of course, Pippa, as mentioned before. You have Animarchy History. Bit of history in the making. Please welcome aboard a YouTuber and streamer. Takes deep dive into military history and occasional anime topics at CarrierCon. And of course, Executive Inn and Suites is, you know, a sponsor with them. You have Alfhilde, who's also Alfhide is going to be there. Prepares to take flight at CarrierCon. You're going to have vendor and other stuff there. March 22nd, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with some overnight stuff happening as well. Wanted to cover everything that CarrierCon has to offer because I did cover the whole Pippa thing, Pipkin Pippa, and wanted to show you guys other people are going to be there as well. In case if you have any other people that you want to go see, any other VTubers that you might want to go see. And of course, USS Hornet, you check out where it is and see if you can show up on March 22nd. As all of you may know, may or may not know, Brave Group has, you know, China offices, like China groups, everything like that. They have groups in various different places. And they do that because they're more of a holdings group than an actual VTuber organization, in the sense that they buy other organizations to make sure that, you know, they get money. Here we have their China group, who has the group in China has decided to have a new male VTuber unit, Ego Us, I don't know, Ego Us. They make their debut on March 1st. This is their the look of the three. I think that's very nice, very nice. Very much the aesthetic that you would go for, you know, attractive males and such like that. Never knew they had a China group. Brave Group already had Chinese agency called Mugen Live. Egoist is separate from Mugen Live. So they're doing a separate group there. They're all on Bilibili, of course, because they're in China. They are also on YouTube, and they also have, each of them have their Twitter accounts. So of course, I'll show you just the Twitter accounts of the ones there. It is Showtime Ego Us, or Ego US, Real Ego Us, and then of course we have ISS Shan's Ego Us, or Ego US, or Egoos, whatever it is. However, it's said they are. I do wish them the best. I do wish them success because no matter what, anyone who is doing this VTuber thing is a human behind the mask. I know I'm breaking the fourth wall. I know I may be breaking some kayfabe, but they are a human behind the mask. They are working hard to do everything. No matter what agency they're at, I wish them success. As a quick update to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel thing that was happening between Biboo and, of course, Fuwamoco twins with, as you can see here, we had Crony, which was one of the announcers. We had another announcer there as well. You did it. Oh, Mel, you did it, Fuwamoco. Good job, Biboo. Biboo did a really good job, apparently, according to what people are saying. Finished. It was a big win for her right there. You could see. And it was BO3 Showdown. Fuwamoco was the winner in this case. 2-1. Fuwamoco to Biboo. And Overkill end. And you can see it there. People were having a lot of fun, just enjoying themselves. This was the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game thing. Of course, as you know, this was a thing specifically for all of them being a part of it. They were tapped in a while back. I had mentioned it on my news program as well on something that they were doing. They had a very serious duel, as you can see here.
Right now, I'm thinking that, considering the situation we're in, that would be good to do. You know, this is the second turn. Like, I know, but...
So of course they're trying to figure out what's going on. They can't be as talkative and they can't be as revealing as they normally would, because that would reveal their actual
giving up is not an option. It's not something that we ever do.
Yeah, they can't be speaking too much about, you know, what they're playing, what they're doing, like what they would usually do for a stream, because that would let the other side, Fuwamoco, if it was Biboo saying it, Biboo if it was Fuwamoco saying it, on what's going to be going on. And let's see right here. Over here, it's 1-1 already.
know what they're thinking.
I'm worried about the golden ball, but who is this?
Biboo right now.
You gotta battle. Yeah.
Oh,
You
nice.
gotta battle.
I don't know any of what's going on, to be
All
perfectly
right,
honest
so
with you.
they're
I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh
using
person.
a spell card.
I mean, last time I played Yu-Gi-Oh was during the first season of the championships. That's the first time I played it. I didn't get anywhere in there. I didn't even get into like regionals or anything like that. I tried, but I didn't even beat my small town stuff. So yeah.
Sprite Jet, I like this. Oh, Bijou said, uh-oh. Oh, no, Crony.
Oh, there we go.
And then that Sprite gave a burst. Do you see the attackers?
Oh my god, look at that.
Okay,
Oh my god.
She gonna get hit hard. She knows it too.
I got too excited.
She knows she's gonna get hit hard.
Wait, I gotta brace myself.
Oof! Oh, whoa! That was the big one. And there you go. That's where she got hit. That's where it finished off. And of course, there you go.
Aww. Aww. Okay, well, y'all were fantastic.
They did an amazing job. They did an absolutely amazing job. And they were like, what people are saying, let's go back to the Reddit. What they're saying here, they're saying, despite them being just beginner that started recently, Biboo and the twins managed to have an intense fight that showed the most special thing about Master Duel. A duel decided by Max C. Apparently Max C is something that I don't know about the whole Max C whatever thing, but apparently it's something that's funny that does happen a lot. And of course, it is a special thing in there. And of course, congratulations to the winners, Fuwamoco, for going through the training, number one, and working hard. And also Biboo did a really good job working her ass off to try to make it, at the very least, a very entertaining match, which they did. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between, because I like showing positive things. I like lifting up VTubers instead of tearing them down because of competition. Today, we're talking about a VA singer for fun, CyberRena, who has, of course, their Twitch channel here. Salutations, CyberRena. I'm your favorite digital princess. I'm here to rule over the internet and create the best kingdom in the world, Cyberspace Kingdom, so pledge your allegiance and bow to me. We have here, which is a Marvel Rival stream that they were doing, which I had been addicted to recently, and now I'm doing Mecha Break.
Hold on, wait.
I'm being a distraction. I need help.
Because they're like right there. If you're trying to ult, yeah.
I'm here.
Whoa, that worked.
Holy shit.
Oh my God! And Captain America's left to pick up the scraps, just like the country of America.
Oh my goodness, that was very good. I've never done something like that. I've never seen that be done, but that is a very, very intelligent strategy to have. Thank you so much, CyberRenna, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.